Reynolds is the author and TV host, best known for the Whitney Reynolds Show on PBS. Now she's released a new book that gives fans an inspirational new look to her interviews. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome into the show, Whitney.
Yes,
Happy to
it's
have
nice
you
to
here.
be here.
Bear wearing her green.
I got my green on. Yep, it is nice to be in the studio today.
Yeah,
Whitney, I've been hearing your name since I moved back to Chicago. We're so happy that you're finally here, and you're here with a brand new book.
Yes, it is so exciting. Beyond the Interview is my last 8 seasons of most powerful topics, and what we did is we took a new theme with it. So we're giving our viewers actually a tool they can do outside of my Monday night time slot.
There you go. So you've got this new book that we know of, and it's a 52-week guide of inspiration. How'd you go about picking your favorites? Like, what is standing out to you and moving you these days?
The big thing that I did whenever I was thinking about writing this book, I thought about the faces that have impacted me the most, because our show is dedicated to provoking positive change through tough topics. So every show I produce, I have my stamp of approval of this is an amazing story. However, what I wanted to do is I wanted to be well-rounded in the book, because what I realized is every day that we wake up, we have choices on, can we have a good day? Are we going to have a bad day? What are we going to decide? And I wanted my viewers to actually be able to read this and say, okay, this person went through this and they chose hope. This person chose to reject fear. And I'm giving them actually examples with it.
And do we get your insight too?
Yeah, well, absolutely. That's the thing that's different, because on my show, usually I have the experts on. I am the one just moderating, kind of facilitating. However, I do get to give a little bit of my spin. I do talk a little bit about my kids and that. I have twins. I'm a new mom, so that's really exciting too.
Well, a few questions outside of just the book. You got so much going on, but you were on the fast track pretty much from the minute you got out of college and got involved in this entertainment business and kind of being on camera and how you've done it. Can you tell us a little bit about your path? You went off to be pretty much a production assistant or intern in New York, and everything just took off from there.
I went to Good Morning America, and I was an intern. I did everything they would ask me to do. I mean, anything like singing to the audience, I would do it. I did crunches on air. I was that intern that's like, okay, you need a crunch person.
Sure.
And so that was at the age of 20. At 21, I landed my first morning anchor job. And it was really one of those fall-on-your-face experiences. I was horrible. I forgot my name on air. I would have been fired in any other situation. But what I realized is that made me stronger. And so I always knew that I wanted to be a talk show host. I just never knew how to really go about it. And so when I moved to Chicago and I got the chance to really develop my platform, that's when the Whitney Reynolds Show was developed.
There you
So
go.
exciting. I think that a lot of people will be inspired by your path. But recently, especially being a new mom, what has been inspiring you?
Well, with being a mom to twins, I mean, it's just like beautiful chaos all the time. And what I'm realizing is that you have to really embrace the challenges that come your way every day. For me, when I was growing up, my parents were divorced, and we went through a very, very tough situation as a family. And that's really what helped me develop my adult mission. Based on what we went through, I realized delicate stories need to be told right. And so with that, that's how we developed the show. And then with my kids, I always want them to live their truth. And that's really important for me.
Favorite person you've interviewed?
Marlo Thomas, for sure. She's also my daughter's namesake.
Oh.
We spell it a little differently, but with Marlo Thomas, she wrote a book that it's not over until it's over. And what I love about that is she talked about dreaming and never giving up on your dream and living it out. And so I think that's beautiful. We kick off our season with Pastor Jalinda Wade, and she is one that is taking it from homeless to hopefulness and telling her story of how it's not over either until it's over.
And what would you want to share with women? I'm sure you also get a lot of people that reach out to you. So many people that want to work in the business, but anyone that's trying to elevate their career to the next level. You're obviously someone that's done it. What would you give the advice on that?
Stay in your own lane, and I don't mean that just be. What I'm trying to say with that is don't compare yourself to others. I've always said comparison is the thief of joy. And so often, because we live in this world of social media just being in our face all the time, we compare. And I want you to know that you are powerful and you've been given these gifts that only you possess. And so it's really important for everyone to know that there's only one you and be the best version of that.
Whitney, really quickly, what can we expect from the new season that begins next week?
Well, we have everything. We have Michael Phelps on talking about drowning. We have all stories of hope, experts, Jason Day. today is also on our season, and we're kicking it off with Pastor Jalinda Wade. And like I said, she is one that's saying that you can do whatever you put your heart to, even if it looks like you're down and out for a moment.
Whitney, inspiring, energetic, and very informative. Look forward to the kickoff of the new season. That's Whitney Reynolds, and you can find her at WhitneyReynolds.com.